Hey, what is up, guys? I am back here for another SpongeBob review. Um, so I just wanted to mention this before I forget. If you have watched the other two videos, there's a new Facebook now. It's called Owen Peddledinch. It's where all my own Talk Native videos are going. I just wanted to mention that. Um, as for this episode, it was actually kind of funny. Like there was this, like I actually did enjoy this episode because it was a funny episode. Unlike Muscle Bob, Buff Pants, it was just really all over the place. This episode was funny. Well, I'll just tell you, and then I'll tell you at the end. Um, but this is episode 23, and it's called The Chaperone, and it came out on October 2nd, 1999. So pretty much what this episode did for me was it made me kind of laugh in a way, and you're gonna find out why. So it starts out with SpongeBob making Krabby Patties at the Krusty Krab, like he always does, because that's his job. And we hear that Pearl's upset about something, and I guess when Pearl cries, everyone has to beware because she is a whale. Um, and the thing that she's upset about is her prom date stood her up, so she can't seem to find another one because I guess everyone else was taken. So then Pearl says that Mr. Krabs suggests that he takes her, which he's her dad, so that's obviously not going to happen. Squidward, not happening, and SpongeBob, but if Pearl says that if she takes SpongeBob, it will like ruin her reputation, so that she doesn't want that to happen. So she asked like people that were at the Krusty Krab, and all of the guys were the same guys. So I don't know what was up with that. There must have been like a family of them or something, but they all just went away. So then SpongeBob's her last choice. So Mr. Krabs doesn't want her to screw it up because this is for Mr. Krabs. But then we see another SpongeBob walk up. Then this was because SpongeBob I guess made a dummy a few years ago, so that was the dummy, and he was like frozen. It was very lifelike. But then Mr. Krabs tells him that he's taking him to a prom. He's like, really? Oh, wow. He says he's a prom expert. But then he's at home and he says that he's a prom failure. Um, and he couldn't even take his mom because I guess Patrick one year took his mom. So then he pulls out a magazine out of Gary's shell. It's the magazine How to Become Long, Tan, and Handsome. Shows like a little montage of him becoming that. He makes like a little suit, grows a flower on it. Um, he makes like these robot shoes kind of, and he ties the laces and stuff around him, and he makes himself tan by going in the toaster, and he makes himself handsome by putting braces right here, like I have. See. Um, so then he gets to the house. There's a list of in a limousine. There's a list of things that Poe doesn't want him to fuck up, and it's like a long list, but they're gonna be late for the prom, so they go to the prom. SpongeBob actually leaves a little bit of a piece of pizza, not a piece of pizza, a piece of paper. So then Mr. Krabs says that he can't. That says go easy on him. Can't afford to hire another fry cook. So then when the limousine stops, I guess it's too loud on the back. It like scrapes it, so everyone's too loud. So it's too loud for everybody's ears. Um, so then Pearl goes to take a prom picture, and oh, I just found. But anyways, um, but SpongeBob when they go to take the prom picture, I guess SpongeBob's legs isn't like adjustable or something. So then when SpongeBob goes over there, he like trips, and this whole set of the prom picture falls, and the guy takes the picture. And then Pearl's friends are going to come up, and SpongeBob goes. She tells him to go get a punch because I guess she doesn't want to know that he's with SpongeBob. And they meet their date, Billy Fishkins and Brian from math class. They're both like one of those little things that say beep, no meep in the first episode where help wanted. So then SpongeBob's trying to get the punch, but I guess he's too tall to get it, so then he trips, and then the whole punch falls all over him. But I guess since he's a sponge, he can absorb the punch, which is kind of cool, and he's serving it to people. And then Pearl sees her ex-boyfriend, Billy Fishkins. He's just another one of those people. Then SpongeBob says, I bet he's gonna hold up the national dance champion. And then that guy says, give me that back. And then SpongeBob's like, that didn't just happen. So then SpongeBob, they go to dance, but everyone's doing the whack, which is like you, I guess, like flap yourself on your dates. So then they go to do that, but SpongeBob, I guess, has too much spring to him, so he just messes everything up. So then Pearl says they can just take him home, but SpongeBob tries to find something that he has messed up, but he can't find any. So then he cries. He runs into the girls' bathroom to cry. Pearl goes to comfort her, and he says it was kind of funny when that hot dog got in Judy's hair or something. Yeah, it was like Judy. I don't forget the name, but and then Pearl says that if you still haven't how to dance, so it's like, can I still wear the wig? Yes, you can still wear the wig. And they do the sponge. You like put two legs up in the air, and then you do dances. The only ones that were able to do it was Pearl and SpongeBob, because everything else sucks. And SpongeBob obviously can do it because he's a sponge. Pearl, I don't know why. But when people try to do it, they like break their legs off, or one of them lands out the window. Someone like just broke their arm doing it. And then you see like a giant apple rolling around the prom. I don't know how that got there. So then like a bunch of those little guys that I was talking about fall over, but there's like one big football guy that just ruins it. And then SpongeBob turns into a basketball, and Pearl shoots him in the net and gets 2 points. So then they're being held up in the air like they're heroes, and then they get thrown out of the prom, and but so SpongeBob apologizes, but Pearl says that she knew it was going to be a total disaster all along, but as for total disasters, it was really fun. Mr. Krabs actually comes out and says, get away from my precious little flower, you almost stepped on it because he planted a flower. So then Pearl says goodbye, but SpongeBob is like frozen. Then Mr. Krabs says good job, and then we see SpongeBob come up, and the whole time it was a dummy. That was actually pretty funny. So the whole time it was a dummy. So I think, I don't know, I thought how exactly this dummy works. So I guess the dummy works, but maybe it like freezes every so often. Indeed, I don't think you have. So you gotta wonder though, is now that the episodes are continuing, do you actually see these episodes? Like, do you actually see these dummies this dummy throughout the episodes? Like, is it actually the real SpongeBob? That's actually the big question you're gonna ask yourself. And I actually think that's a good question to ask yourself, you know. And another question to ask yourself is, yeah, that's actually the only question. But this episode, I'm not gonna say it was like a bad episode, or a great episode. It was like in the middle. Like, there wasn't really a lot to talk about, but there was some stuff to talk about, and the end was kind of funny when you had the dummy go to the prom the whole time, and I like that they bought this dummy thing, because now you have the question, like I said before, if the dummy's the one that's in every episode after this, or if it's the real SpongeBob. You don't know. And I think he makes a dummy later on in the episodes, so I think so that's not gonna, but it's not actually him, it's like Squidward. But this was really a good episode, I think, and they just continue. And I actually think I like this episode too, because you got to see SpongeBob dress all fancy, and you kind of knew SpongeBob was gonna fuck up somehow. You knew he was, and it was SpongeBob, and you got to see that giant apple too. So it was a little bit logical at times, but I think though it was kind of real funny. It was a little logical with the punch thing though too. You can say that because SpongeBob is a sponge, so he absorbs the punch. But this, but the apple thing wasn't logical, but it was just kind of like out there. So it was like so awkward that it was laughable. But that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm gonna do one more, then I'm done for the night. So that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.